Welcome back to lesson 2 in the module Identity. Truth of Identity, excuse me. This lesson is entitled Uncomfortable Truth. So let's get into it. So let's go. So this uncomfortable truth that if fully understood and embodied, it will get you right back on track with your purpose and real reason for becoming human. Are you interested in that? Does that sound good to you? You can never become anything other than an idea or belief. You can see I highlighted this. I'm going to highlight it again. You can never become anything in your mind and in your reality except as an idea or belief. This is the uncomfortable truth I want you to understand. Anybody who has claimed or professed to be anything is only that momentarily. And if we really cut it apart with a surgeon's scalpel, we would still find that the only thing that resides there is attention, belief, and memory. That's what makes a person believe they are something. You can never become anything other than the I. Because you say, I am so-and-so. I am this. I. You cannot have a conscious statement without I first. Think about that. It is indeed a fact that anything we aspire to achieve or create can never be anything other than an experience that is made real by emotions, beliefs about the experience. This is the good news and not the bad news. Anything that you are suffering from currently, like not acquiring or not achieving your goals and dreams yet, it doesn't actually have any bearing in reality other than the reality that you're saying is so. They only have importance or reality within the dream of you, within the dream character. You have been many identities and you will be many more identities in your mind and heart, but they are all a dream that is taking place in the moment. You know this now. Look back in your past and see some of the identities you left behind. Also, see some of the identities you're currently chasing after, although they may appear to be material things or experiences. You may be able to see now that they actually offer you a new identity. If what we are on the truest and therefore fundamental nature is the experiencer of all experiences, then it's actually our level of attachment to the dreams that control the level of emotions we will experience. Again, it's the attachment level that determines how important whatever it is that's going by in our awareness. Freeze it. Oh my God, I definitely got to look at this. Not only do I have to look at this, I have to become this. Excuse me, world, while I become this. Let's put all these other changes, obvious changes on hold. I need to do this. So the uncomfortable truth, when handled properly, has turned into the key to keep us making progress, as the voices and self-sabotage are actually from past ideas of ourselves of not being competent enough to succeed. These are part of the dream, and perhaps you can see that this uncomfortable truth is actually returning us to sanity or becoming the dream master. So, if we can never actually become anything, and we accept this and therefore stop chasing our own tail and rubbing our nose in the shit when shit just happens, then what can we do about this deeply ingrained pattern in our minds? Likened to the new puppy, we rub our nose in the shit because the mistake is right there. It's become a reality now. Let's look at the belief, which is the glue that causes the dream to take effect. And none of our dreams can happen. None of our momentary identities, consistent identities can happen without a dream. And without the awareness that is the dream master. So these are part of the dream. Perhaps you can see that this uncomfortable truth is actually returning us to sanity. So if we can never actually become anything, and we now accept this and therefore stop chasing our own tail, right? Let's look into belief, which is the glue. Without belief, we will see the truth of the statement, a thought cannot think itself. Well, you right now currently are a big thought. If you're believing anything outside of this moment that your memory keeps real, or your ideas and goals of a future self, which I'm not demonizing goal making, you'll see the point I'm making. You'll see that a thought cannot think itself. So a bundle of thoughts. Are you a bundle of thoughts? When I asked you, who are you without your story is a bundle of thoughts, as useless as any other thoughts that you can think, that make no bearing on what is actually currently happening. Everything that seemingly becomes is held together only by belief. If you don't think it's true, then just research the placebo effect and see how many things that become realities and defy logic or an explanation happen out of thin air. This is how powerful belief is. The thing that is powering the placebo effect is belief. So in Authenticity, we deal a lot with words and their meanings. Let's look at the word belief so we can gain a new perspective about it. Oh, that's interesting. Be the lie. Let's see that in instant replay. Be the lie. F. The word is shielding the truth, and that is, it is ultimately a lie. It isn't a lie in the sense that it can't become true. It's a lie in the sense that it isn't subject to the law of change. I'll probably say that again, but we don't need to rewind it. It is subject to the law of change. It will only be true for a short while, and it takes a lot for it to maintain its existence, which we know as suffering because we're trying to force it. You are currently in a process of destruction, as is the entire realm of what has been called the 10,000 Things by Lao Tzu, which is a reference to all matter. The universe is in a constant dance of creation and destruction, or expansion and contraction. Such is the laws. You are no different than the effects of these causes. We know now through the law of momentum and the law of repetition, what we believe, which can be taken from us suddenly, instantly, is only a result of habit. Maybe you see that now. Perhaps you don't. It's okay. Just keep following. I'm not trying to seem negative or dark, but it is in fact the good news. And just like our own or collective shadow has been running the show, this buried deep down truth of our human existence needs to be seen so it can return back to the light of consciousness as a collective. Next, we're going to discuss the topic of identity further and break down how and why it's actually a game. Unless maybe this pinpoints it for you, that since you can never actually become anything except this belief, that it's a mental game, just like you may have seen evidence in relationships of people, how they play games. Well, we're playing games with ourselves first, okay? You can end this game, and very soon you will see the main motivation for us to prioritize and start evolving our minds and not just our environments. Our technology is going off the charts, whether or not you believe it comes from extraterrestrial reverse engineering or brilliant super minds, whatever you think. The fact of the matter is we're evolving our technology way more than our societies can handle it, because we're not evolving here. It's starting to take place, but we're not there yet. So this has been the introduction to the uncomfortable truth. You can see here in the picture, the person has two masks. When you believe you can become something else, all you can do is wear a mask on top and try to hide this uncomfortable truth. But when evidence appears, and remember, our mind forms beliefs based on evidence. When we see that evidence, we want to force it. And this is why we suffer, because we don't know how to just rest in what we already are, which is, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's gone. I'm still here. I'll see you in the next module.